Hi, my name is Angela Yank, and I'm going to tell you the setup for Media Center Insanity, a breakout EDU game created for Media Center orientation at a middle and high school. This game was created for a small group, and it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get through. The first thing you want to do when setting up Media Center Insanity is print out the materials that you'll need. So first you will need the website. Next, you will need the QR code clue. You will need the pass clue, the time clue, and if your library sells food or beverages, you will want the food clue to give them more information about that. If your media center does not sell food or beverages, you can omit this clue, and I'll show you kind of how to do that later. Alright, next you will want to change and then print out your Dewey Decimal numbers. So how you want to change them is you want to give them Dewey Decimal numbers to books that contain north, east, south, west in the title. Okay. Eventually these will help give them the code for the directional lock on the box. Once you have changed these, you'll print them out and cut them out. I have 6 of them. Then on the back, you will use your invisible ink pen to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this gives the order of your directional lock. So 1, if it leads to a book that has North America, for example, in the title, that would be up for north. So your Dewey Decimal clues will be put into your small lockbox, which will be locked with a 3-digit number lock. To answer the 3-digit number lock, they will need to solve the puzzle for the food and beverage clue, or if you are not using the food and beverage clue, they will need to solve the puzzle for the time clue. Now, if you use the time clue instead of the food clue, your small box will have the 4-digit lock on it instead of the 3-digit lock. How the time clue works is, it says that Sarah came into the Media Center and has been there 5 hours. So you'd have the beginning of the Media Center time go 5 hours from then. And then she has so many hours, but 5 minutes left. So we open at 7 a.m. We close at 3:15. Well, she has been there for 5 hours, that puts you at 12. And she has 5 minutes left, which puts you at 12:10. So the answer to the 4-digit lock is 12:10. Alright, next you will want to hang up a few things throughout the room. First, you have the website they will go to. Next, you have the QR code. Okay, you can make these obvious or you can hide them. Last, you will need to hide or hang up the food code clue or the time clue, depending on if you're keeping the food clue in or not. In the other small box, you will put the black light, the Media Center pass clue, and the time clue, unless you have taken it out to replace the food clue. How your students will get into this box is, this box will be the answer to the All About the Books web address clue. So when your students go to the web address, they will get to a Google slide presentation just like this with the one slide. Up on the top is just kind of a fun video called All About Those Books. It's a parody done by the Mount Desert Island High School. And really all that's there is to remind students to think about books when they look at these clues. Then down at the bottom you can see you have 3 pictures. Each picture represents a number. So the first one is the number sign. And they're supposed to think number of books. So this is the number of books they can check out at a time. Next is the calendar. So how long can you have a book checked out for? And the third one is we put holds on books, and when your book has arrived, you have 3 days to pick up your books. So for example, in our thing, the first one is number of books, 4. 2 is 2 weeks is the number of time you can have checked out, and 3 is the number of books number of days you have to come and get your book after a hold. Next, you will hide both boxes somewhere in the room. You will then also hand your media assistant or yourself the key. You will hold them in your pocket. And this is to go with the pass clue. So the pass clue states, when you come to the Media Center during class, what must you have? I hear presenting one to Ms. Roach is the key to success. So when my students come to the Media Center, they have to have a pass. So in which case they get the key, they will bring Ms. Roach a pass. Alright, last but not least is your giant box and your hasp. Located on your hasp, you will have the directional lock. This will be answered using the Dewey Decimal books and the titles of them. You have a 4-digit lock. This is the answer to the time puzzle. Okay. Again, this lock might not be found on the box. It could be on the other box, depending on if you got rid of the food clue. You will have the key lock, which will be through the pass clue. And last, you'll have the 5-digit number lock. How the 5-digit number lock works is the web address or the QR code will send you to a puzzle of a book, and on the QR code you can see it says the location of this is the key. So they will solve the puzzle. Is a picture of a book cover. They will go find that book on the shelves, and the call number is the answer to our 5-digit lock. Hope you've enjoyed Media Center Insanity, and I hope your kids have lots of fun. Thanks for playing.